Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel. Today we will be showing you how to make a short for babies. So I went ahead to draw my markings. I've drawn my waistline, my hip line, my crouch line, and the length of the short that I want it to be. And I went ahead to use my hip measurement. The hip measurement is 27 divided by 4, and I went ahead to mark it. I'm using 6 for the hip line, the hip length, and 8 for the crouch leg because it's a baby girl of 6 years old. So, and the hip measurement is 27 divided by 4. I went ahead to mark the hip measurement all round. I marked the hip measurements on my hip, on my waist, and on my crouch length. So I went ahead to, I wanted to use my ruler to mark a straight line, but it was looking as if it doesn't correspond, so I have to use my tape to cross check it to see where I made any mistake. I made a mistake, so I went ahead to correct the markings, and I used my ruler to make a straight line from the waist down to the crouch length. It's the same measurement I use, the hip measurement from the waist to the hip to the crouch. So from on the crouch length I came out by 1.5 inches to get the crouch curve. Since she's a baby, but if it's an adult you can use 2, or if the person is very wide you can use like 2.5, depending on how big the person is. But this one is a baby, so I'm using 1.5. I marked out 1.5 out, and I curve it from the waist, the hip line. I curve it out to that 1.5 that I added extra on the crouch length. So the shorts will be wide at the down part, so I'm not going to remove anything there. I'm just going to put a straight line from where I folded my fabric end. So you can see I'm just using my ruler to make a straight line, and I went ahead to remove half inch from the waist line. I remove half inch. I marked half inch, then I now slant it to the hip length. From the half inch I mark, I slant it to the hip length, not the crouch length, the hip length. Okay, so that's all for the front part. So I went ahead to cut it. When I was cutting it, I added extra 1 inch allowance for folding. So I went ahead to fold the back part of it. The back part is always bigger than the front, so I folded it with extra 2 inches wide, and at the upper part of it I added a space. I left a space there where I can add my 1 inch allowance at the upper part of the short. You can see I went ahead to use my tape, and I measure 1 inch at the upper part. I have to extend the line because we are going to add extra inches, so I added 1 inch and I slant it down to the first part that we cut. I slant it to the first part that I placed on it. So I went ahead to mark 1.5 inches round, all round, because it's a baby. I marked 1.5 inches round to meet the 1 inches that I added at the upper part of it, or the back part of the short. So I marked out 1.5 inches round. The upper part of the back short, I added extra 1 inch at the upper part. So as you can see, I'm using my chalk to like make the mark visible, because this my chalk is not really showing very well, so I use my chalk to make mark visible. Then that was all. You can see how the mark is corresponding. You can see this first part that we cut, the front part, and you can see the back part where the chalk is showing. So I now use my scissors to cut out exactly, so you can see the one and the half that the one that I added at the upper part of it. After cutting, I've gone ahead to join it at the crotch side, the back side. I joined the back side, and I also joined the front side. This is how it's looking after joining the two sides. This is the front part. This is the front part of the short, and this is the back part of the short. So I'm going to place the two parts together, right side facing each other. Then at the crotch I would hold it together. So that part was a bit loose, so I was trying to hold it together, though I'll still go to my machine to top stitch it. So after then, since I'm making two, so this is for the smaller one, the first one was for the bigger one, this is for the smaller one. I've gone ahead to do the same thing, placing it right side facing each other. So, and I'll use my pin to secure it. So this is the back part that I'm placing on my table, and this is also the front part. So after then, I went ahead to place it right side facing each other, and I went ahead to use my pin to secure it. I went ahead to use my pin to secure it at the front where I'm placing my hand. I went ahead to use my pin to secure it. After securing it with my pin, so you can see what I'm doing. I use my pin, I make sure I use my pin to secure it very well. After securing it, this is how it came out. I'm going to sew it where I secured with my pin, and I'm going to sew it at the side too. Look at, so that's where I'll sew it, and I'll also sew it at the side. When I was done sewing it, I went ahead to also fold the down part of the short. This is how it came out. I've not put the band, so this is the both. This is for the bigger one, and this one is for the smaller one. I've gone ahead to put the band. Now it's for me to put the elastic. So I went ahead, after putting the band, I left a tiny space on stitch, so that's where our elastic is going to pass through. So after then, our short is ready. After putting the elastic, our baby one is ready. The smaller one of 2 years old is ready. You can see it's looking beautiful. I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the other one. Put band and then put elastic. So her own dress is almost ready because I made top and dress, and the tutorial for this top I will drop it on I made a video for it, so I also, after this video, I also post the video. So this is how the dress came out for my two babies. You can see these are small madam. She do not do her own, there will be problem. Please kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and if you don't understand it, you can drop a comment for us. Thank you.